Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Invisible Ink. we we just did, I don't know, Cyberlab, right? And we have one mission left to do in our 2 hours before we get to the final game-ending mission. And the only reasonable choices really are a shop and a server farm. We could do a vault if we really wanted to have more money to upgrade our agents hacking and anarchy, but that's obviously not my top priority. Um, so one thing is we should just sell this vault access card, right? We bought it from Monster a while ago for 500 bucks, but it's not doing us any good now. We might as well get the money back out of it.
Arbitrage is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
And as I said in the last episode, or the last mission anyway, I will carry this med gel around just as extra insurance. We don't really need the maximum accelerant of having all possible credits we could. Everyone now has a pretty solid weapon, which is nice. And Decker picked up anatomy analysis to go with his gun, so it's less important with a lethal with a non-lethal weapon because the alarm level would only go up by 1, not by 2, from a KO with his dart. But it's still nice to not have it go up at all. I'm happy to spend a little power to keep the alarm level down, usually. Yeah, I think the thing to do is just, basically save all the money. Ugh, I don't like how cramped Central Olivia is. I'd have to upgrade someone else's Anarchy to give them, any of this stuff, though, so I think we'll just keep it on her. I'll save all the money for the shop, and then at the when we're done with that, I'll invest all of our money in maxing out everyone's hacking, or getting as close to it as we can with the money that we have left. Hopefully that's none. Hopefully there's $4,000 worth of stuff that I really want at the shop. It seems unlikely. And in fact, it's impossible, because we'll have money from the Microslam apparatus. We'll have money from the valuable tech that we pick up here in
Most
FTM.
nanofabs have advanced security protocols.
So we will have some money to upgrade stats. Probably, in fact, a lot of money, because we won't find anything very good at the shop, but hopefully we'll find something anyway.
Transport beams are the safest way to move fragile bodies around.
Okay, good starting position. We've got easy cover for everyone while opening the door, so we don't have to waste a bunch of moves. We'll just put Sharp over here. Oracle is something I plan to spend my power on for a lot of turns early on, probably, just because it's very efficient, and it helps you explore the map more quickly than your agents can move, which there's not a lot of programs that can do that for you. All right, let's send Sharp, who has the most moves, to explore past this dude. Interesting. I'm not so keen on going in here. There could be... Oh, I forgot to move items around. I think there were some trades made at some point? No, I don't know. This looks about right. Okay. We still have this Buster Chip 1, which, whatever, I guess. Can I get anyone, up here? I think it's probably fine to use a stim. Ah, that's the change. That's what's wrong. Here. Now everyone has some space. Okay, yeah, I think it's fine to use a stim to get further up here. Hopefully find some more guards more quickly. Get out of the area that Strone is in. Where are the Buster Chips? I thought no, Olivia has them all. I think we should probably use one on this drone, actually. So let's get Nika out of the way and have Olivia come up here. Might as well take his power and grab him. Sharp is a little bit exposed here, but I think it's safer to stay here than it is to like go into this room. Well, we can go into this room and then come back if it turns out that... Yeah. I'm gonna just make sure that when we open the door with this drone, there's no possibility they could ever see an agent. And it turns out that he would have noticed an agent, but not seen him. So that's like fine. Alright, Decker, you're the one in no danger. I'm gonna spend his movement points on observing this guard so we can see what to do with everyone. Alright, this is fine. Turns out that exactly where we are is a great place to be. So let's just get Sharp a little bit further advanced. Okay. And I think now is a fine time to, let's actually double check. There's another guard there. Alright, well that's a little bit more interesting. Okay. Probably want to get Decker out of this room then. So let's shut this door so that we can move about in here without any problems. Kind of want this camera, but I think it's probably useful to spend an oracle instead. Or am I just being deluded by, you know, quote, value in the, like, the oracle costs 4 and golem only costs 3 right now. You know, therefore you should spend the oracle first. I don't know, I think I'll just take the oracle, whatever. Okay. And this camera is really not presenting any threat to us at the moment, so it's perfectly fine to like put off actually grabbing it. We don't really want to go anywhere, right? I guess the only thing is that I would like to get Nika further into this room. In fact, getting to like here would be quite nice. So let's take back what I said. Let's grab this camera. Nika, 8 AP should be enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yes, that's exactly enough to get here. So a stim 3. We could EMP this. That seems like a productive use of Nika's short, not short range, but I mean, it is short range, but in particular it's a low level EMP. There's no camera here, I was checking for that before I put down the EMP. Although, I probably would have wanted to EMP regardless, it's just nice to, like, know. We'll go ahead and ambush in case someone does come in through here, and likewise. I don't expect either of these ambushes to go off, and indeed I hope neither of them do, but just in case, I'd like to be prepared. Here is sort of like the best, in terms of most efficient place to be. It's closest to the door. But this is a bit safer, and I think that's more important, usually. Now, should I ambush? Sorry, it wouldn't be ambush, it would be Overwatch, of course. I'd rather not. I think if someone walks into this room, odds are pretty low they're going to actually cause us any harm. So we'll just pass on that. This drone, I guess the thing to do is just leave him somewhere innocuous, right? Where exactly is that? In here, I guess. Oops, should have closed that door. Alright, well, it should be okay. Maybe it was fine to leave it open even. Okay, there's a router. And a second router.
I'm getting a red flag on my network security
scanners.
monitor.
Oh no, there's a
Looks
scanner
like
as well,
FTM
yeah.
has been installing security routers in a lot of their facilities. It's going to keep bumping up the firewalls around here until you take it out. Incognita has detected an ECCM signal. There must be one of the FTM's
I wish
powerful
you'd shut up.
scanning devices in the complex. It'll detect your team's location each alarm level. Make sure to shut it down.
So I'd sort of like to do some sprinting, but I think this area is just too much of an unknown to be messing with. So I think we're going to explore carefully with, say, Decker first, and Nika. I'd like to keep Decker in reserve because a sprint by him could distract these two guards, which could be useful for Olivia, whereas a sprint by Nika is less likely to be a good idea. Plus, Decker still has his stim and Nika doesn't. So I'd like to spend Nika's movement points on, like, scouting. See, like, here's a great example of why Oracle is so great. Great, 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 great. You know, you love that word diversity. The expanded lexicon there, everything's great. It's also bad because I can't target this camera, but right now, you know, when we eventually do hit this camera, Oracle is going to be as good as like 2.5 golems, which is amazing, spectacular, superb. Sublime? Sure. Now the problem is we don't know we can actually get it, so I mean that's definitely the main issue. But if you're a sniper like me, you know, you just hit the right one every time, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna leave Nika back because she can't get far enough to peek through the door this turn, so I just want her to stay out of Sharp's way, or Decker's way, or whoever scouts this area, and out of harm's way as well, which is back here. Go ahead and peek though, so that I can see around this in case that ends up being relevant. We can get Decker as far as here, which I guess is... Oh. Sharp can grab this, okay. Don't need to spend Decker's movement points on it, it's on the way for Sharp. Now, I don't have enough movement points to peek, open, and then peek. And if someone does see me opening this door, it's not a disaster, I can just hide back here, so I'm going to open it without peeking. Alright, a camera. Out of curiosity, how far could I throw a cover thing? Not very far. Oh, yikes, 6. But no magnetic reinforcements, so that's good. I'm sort of inclined to plan to golem this, but we can wait. Golem is somewhat cheap at the moment. Well, and it'll be cheaper next turn. So that's like, you can, like, if you spend 1 oracle every turn, you can be getting full value out of your seed while golem sort of appreciates in value. We will overwatch in case someone comes in through here. There's some slight danger of that happening. Okay, so now, what do we do with Olivia? I would like to steal from these guys, obviously. I'd like to get up here. I'd like to get this safe. There's a lot of things I would like to do. We sort of have to prioritize them appropriately. And these guys are coming back into the room, which is awkward for us. So what I'm planning is for Sharp to sprint to draw the guard's attention out here, which means that we won't have to worry with Olivia. And therefore I will choose to sprint with her
Did you hear that?
before we take Sharp's turn, so that all of her noise is irrelevant. And I'll just use a Buster Chip here. It would be nice to EMP, but we don't have that luxury. Alright, well, we found a guard door. That's something useful anyway. Facility database would be quite handy, but like not super amazing or anything. I'd also like to steal from both of these guys, of course. But I think we can wait on that. Like, we don't have enough moves to steal from both of them now unless we stim, and if we do stim, it's like very much wasted. Whereas I think that Sharp can, by just drawing them both out here, make it relatively safe. We'll be able to steal from them next turn as well, so there's no rush to try to do it all now. everything.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
And then cancel the sprint. I don't know, maybe I could have continued sprinting, but I didn't want to, while moving through here, draw the attention of a guard, say, in this area. 13 power, this is 7, so we can just fit all that. This one has magnetic reinforcements, this one doesn't. They're not within, like, you can't get them both within EMP1. You can come close by going here, but not quite. One of Sharp's larger EMPs would do the trick. And we could, I believe, hit the camera as well. You'd have to move pretty close, right? Like, southwest by 3 and then northwest by 1. So if we stood right on the safe, we could hit the thing. So we actually have to go here instead to hit all of them, which sort of takes this out of the picture. Kind of awkward. I'd like to be able to do something like grab this and then come down here and EMP, but the EMP's range is not large enough for that. Oh, I have a Buster Chip 1, so we'll use that on this and put off the EMP for this. But I don't know, taking down this camera is like nice. On the other hand, we have like a ton of extra power, and we would like to get some more out of this console right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a couple of oracles. Okay. There's a guard there. I don't remember if we knew that already. Fine. Look at all this information we're getting. 7 power we can fit. Oh, Decker has more moves now, of course, because we've been hacking the heck out of everything. He's exhausted his net downlink bonus, so maybe I should have been moving a bit more carefully with more slowly with hacking devices to save the Decker value, basically. Yeah. How many guards have we seen? There's 2 up here. We've seen this guy. This new one has been spawned, so there's a 6th guard who is alert. So that's obviously like the biggest problem we have right now. But there remain to be found 2 more guards, plus... No, we found the drone as well, so just 2 more guards. Plus the ones we've seen already. We could get a tag right now, a wisp. But it shouldn't be a problem to do that next turn. We should still be able to see both of these guys. We'd be able to see the drone as well, because it would be knocked out. Well, actually, let's leave the drone up here, rather than in here. That way these guys will see it and they'll be distracted a bit longer when they do come back up this way. I think Sharp maybe should have drawn their attention a bit further to like here-ish, but I don't know if I really could have done that. This guy couldn't hear very far, so probably not. I don't know. Olivia may end up using her cloak, I was about to say, but she doesn't have one, so that's not going to happen. Well, she can hide in here if she has to. Not my favorite plan. If it turns out that these guys end up looking in some places that are awkward. Yeah, I think we're... So I think the conclusion of all that is that we don't need to wisp this turn. This guy is probably not stationary, but it looks like the direction he came from is back through here. And he has mainframe attunement... No? Just barrier. Alright. Well, 1.5, 2, 3... 6.5, 7... I was gonna say he would be back in this room and we would get to see him, but maybe we won't. Maybe I should wisp now to make sure I get this guy caught in it. I'd also like this guy, though. I think we have plenty of power available with our high-level hacking skills, so I will go ahead and just spend some of it to simplify the guard business. Alright, we would have seen him. He goes here. Didn't need to do that. Maybe could have saved some value. Oh well. Now we know exactly what these guys are doing anyway, which is sort of convenient. One of them's going to be staring right here. The other one, though, is going to be looking this way, which means I'll have to cloak if I want to get by him. Which maybe I don't, but... okay, fine. So this guy is the last big problem we have. The router, of course, is kind of an issue. Like, I don't like that they're raising firewalls by a lot. That one was fine. We're going to EMP that. But...
Investigating.
okay, so now this guy is in view. That's good.
Must be jumpy tonight.
Investigating
get a
area.
tag
I
on
must be jumpy tonight.
As opposed to having to, like, play around him all game. Let's try one more Oracle. If it takes this camera, it's like as good as a Golem, and if it does something else, then that's great too. Yeah, that was the last camera. Okay. So we said we've seen 3 guards plus this one. There are 2 left. Maybe use Decker's EMP on this, since it's a small one and there's not a lot of places to get value out of
Unlocked
it.
nanofab located. We found what we came for.
Oh, that's handy. No guards in here. I guess there could be one back here. I feel like we would have heard about that, but you never know. Let's peek. Okay, he's not there. This is the last guy we're gonna get. We're not gonna see any new guards this turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and tag just this one guard. Ah, we got the drone as well. Fine. I don't think the drone is going to be a problem, but now we are guaranteed of this. So these 2 are not coming back into this room. Any demons Decker should be scanning for? Looks like no. Let's just make some progress. There could be guards over here. I guess I should have checked before I used a wisp, but okay, if there weren't any. I could put a hologram here, but I'm quite certain no guards are coming into this area, so it really should not be relevant. We'll just... forgot to use Decker's EMP, just thought I'd mention that. Rumble. He has a stim. We could like stim back to here and then use it or something, but then we'd hit this thing. So like here would be the ideal place for it. Nika could sprint down to here, borrow Decker's EMP, come back here, plant it, come here, give it back. I think that's okay. These guys shouldn't hear that. Actually, maybe she doesn't have to go back this way. Maybe like this is an okay spot to plant the EMP. No, that reaches this as well. Here would do it. But we need someone to pick up the item as well, and I don't want Sharp being kept busy this whole time. So come down here, go up here. Yeah. We'll just swap EMPs, I suppose. I see, we have enough movement points to come wait right next to it, which is perfect. And then we can bring Sharp down here. Alright, that's those agents handled. These two... Ugh, he's looking that way. Alright, well, they're both tagged. and we know they're both going this way. So I can just hang out right here and they'll walk right by me. Would have been... Actually, I still do want to steal from this one. He has like 1 million movement points. Right? Why is he not going very far? I don't understand that. Like, he has mainframe attunement. Shouldn't he go much further than this? Oh, no, he doesn't. He just has magnetic reinforcements and barrier. Okay, so 1.5, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes to here. I don't understand where the other guy is going. Ugh, scary thought just occurred to me, which is that when they see this drone, they may change their patrol path. One of them may choose to go... No, it's always more efficient to go this way to see it. Okay. I could come up here. I think that's fine. I don't know exactly which one of them will be... Maybe I won't be able to steal from him, but like, this should be safe, and it's the best try I have at getting to steal from him. And it's not like Olivia's going to make any other contributions for quite a while, so we might as well try to get out of her all that we can. Okay, done. I think all the agents are done. I think all the hacking is done, so that concludes this turn. Ugh, or the router. I think it's not a huge deal. We have like plenty of power, but it's just
I found a down drone. What the?
What? Oh my god, that guy stopped in the way. These guys are devious.
What was
Well,
that?
we made a bit of a mistake there. I think the plan is to just cloak and run by him. I didn't realize he was going to stop right there, and that this guy would... Ugh. I don't know what his plan was before, because he still wanted to get up here. I don't know why his plan involved following the other guy. And now it doesn't if he's still going to the same place, but okay. So we'll probably cloak and just get out of there. Conceivably, we might choose instead to rewind, so I'm not really going to commit to anything with her just yet. This should be a perfectly safe place to hide, because the peripheral vision doesn't update when turning sort of mechanism. I'm kind of like running out of things to spend my power on already. I'm gonna pick up 7 more here. I suppose what I should have done is just pinged these guys to down here, or like up in this corner, so that they would be easy to steal from on the way out rather than having to camp out up here. That would have also avoided this problem. So here's a fine spot. Here is also fine. Would let me, of course, steal from this guy a bit more. Honestly, here is good if what we want to do is steal from this guy. So I think I'll leave Decker for that, and like just try to get Sharp a bit more advanced. We'll get not a great deal of credits, but it's fine. We're like on the last couple missions. We have more credits than we're gonna need. Okay, so mark this guy as being stolen from. I could cloak in here, but there's no rush. I just want to get a better idea of what's going on down there before I retreat to my hiding place. Also worth noting, both guard doors are in this area, so that's like an avenue of danger that we will have to be aware of in the future. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think we need to rewind to correct this. It's a bit inconvenient to have these guys alert, but we already have 1 alert guard, so adding 2 more is not making things that much worse. I've worked so hard to avoid spending any golems, but I now like This golem only costs 1, but all I'm getting out of it, I'm using the seed power on it, so it really has not helped me very much. It would have been better to have spent some golems earlier and now have something left to apply a seed to. Oh well. Or apply an oracle to, I should say. I could KO this guy, but not a good plan. That would just make things harder. Yeah, I don't really see any way that I can find anything to spend more power on this turn other than Golem. So I guess I'll just do that. Does this guy have mainframe attunement? He doesn't. So the only thing we really want to hack is this, I guess. Feels bad. Maybe leave Nika here and get a bit further with Decker. Olivia can shop here as she's passing through, I suppose. We could pick this up, but of course I'd rather wait for Sharp to do it. Yeah, well, not a great turn, but I mean, that's why she has no cloak. Thought she did. Alright. Well, this has armor piercing 3. So if we wanted to not rewind, it would involve... There's not really a good way to KO these guys, is there? Or to escape at all, really. There are some things that might work, right? I could move up here and then ambush. But depending on which of these guards moves first, and in fact we know it's this guy who moves first, right? Because he spotted the drone and then this guy altered his path and saw us. So what we could do is move up here, ambush, and reduce this guy's firewalls to a level that we can knock him out. Right, hit him twice with a golem, and then he will have 2 firewalls, which means this thing with armor piercing 3 would knock him out. That would cost us 8 plus 5 is 13 power, so we can just barely do it. That'll knock him out as he walks here. This guy will come around the corner and see us, and we'll be like, oh no, you know, but then we can run away, right? So it's a lot worse than using a cloak. But is it worse than using a rewind? I don't think so. I'd rather have the rewind for an unrecoverable situation, because it's starting to look like the way this mission is going, we might run into an unrecoverable situation. On the other hand, if we just rewind now, we can prevent this whole mess from occurring. And not get into a spot where it looks like we will eventually have an unrecoverable problem. How are we doing for power? Right, we would have 1, but there's like a console right here. How many consoles have we actually used up? 4, that would be 5. There's probably not many left, to be honest. I kind of feel like we're gonna need more power. I don't want to spend 13 of it right now on just... Yeah, I think I will actually rewind. Which is a shame. It means we're gonna have to redo the previous turn, and also this turn. But, we can do them better. Alright. here we are, 35 minutes into the episode, beginning of turn 3. Seems legit. And we'll just hide back here, which is the space we know they can't get to. And then, like, duck around here, basically, to steal from them. How were these guys doing? Right, we wanted to apply an oracle. I think that's a different camera. Oh, no, it's the last camera. Alright. So we were having a little bit of trouble spending Golem in the alternate timeline, so it would be nice to find a way to make use of that discount this turn if we can. And also, let's use Decker's EMP now instead of all those shenanigans we did in the
Unlocked
timeline.
nanofab located. We found what we came for.
We can get Decker as far as like here, which seems pretty good. Sharp still just wants to get here, I think. Sure. Like, I think I like what I did with these guys, except for like a bit of a bungled, you know, low efficiency situation down there. I guess the thing to spend a golem on is this, right? It's going to take a while to crack this. May as well get started. I still do want this guy tagged. I don't necessarily need to do it this turn because I know he's going to go in here and then I can follow him. I suppose I could try to stim up Decker and get to safety in here somewhere, but I don't think we have that many movement points, really. Yeah, maybe if we had used Nika's stim on him, but she doesn't have one available, so. And you know what? Let's ambush as well, in case I'm wrong about these guys being not able to get up here. Alright, well, redoing this turn turned out to be not too onerous, at least. Right. Yeah, I think everybody's happy.
This drone is down. I found a down drone.
Oh, really? They're flanking her.
Huh?
Man, this game is unreal. Huh. Okay. I guess I should have hidden down here. Okay, but we can work with this, believe it or not. This guard is going to move first, and he's going to go up here. And then this guy's going to move, and he's the only one who's actually going to see us, right? So we can knock him out. And fortunately, ambush, even though this guy moves first, won't attack him because he has too much armor. So he'll just wander on past. We'll ambush this guy. We got to be careful to take out the drone first, because otherwise it'll do a scan at the beginning of the turn, and then both guards will pass towards her, and we'll be in really bad shape. But now, oops, yes, please do ambush. Now we have both these guys taken care of, and at great expense we managed to steal from this guard. So clearly a bit more greed than I really should have had. Oh well. This guy we know is going in there. What exactly is our plan? I still like coming here with Sharp. Maybe it would be better to be here with Sharp, actually, just to get the power and have Decker here. A thought occurs to me, which is that we have a Crybaby available. We could use... Oh, you know what we should do is ping these guys so that they leave Olivia alone, right? That's a pretty good use of a ping. But if we crybabied like down here, or here or something, like how big is the range of crybaby? It's like enormous. We could. This guy's already not an issue. He's going to be looking somewhere totally useless. If we make this guy look like down here, we can get into this area pretty easily. But we don't even really need a crybaby for that, right? We can just sprint to here. I guess the problem with that is that that is too far to sprint cancel. Maybe what we do is we sprint just to here, and then hide here. He'll come barging in, look over here, see nothing interesting, and then we'll just quietly sneak in behind him. We should be able to get 2 agents in that way, hiding here and here. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Hey, investigating.
Oh, what if he chooses to throw a scanner instead? I don't think he will. Not if we shut the door anyway. Yeah, now he's actually going to come in and investigate. This gets everybody, except of course for Olivia, past him with minimal fuss. Yeah, I think it's cheaper to use a ping to distract these guards. The problem is finding a place to distract them to where I'm guaranteed that they won't be a problem. Because they can do some weird things when they're when there are 2 guards investigating the same location. Ah, of course. Don't let there be 2 guards investigating the same location. This guy is not a problem. Only this guy is. So we'll just ping him to there is probably all right. I mean, here is like clearly safer. Get him into this room where he can cause no harm at all. I'm a little bit tempted to put him like here, where I'm pretty sure I could steal from him and then still walk out the door safely. Let's see, do I have any guards who are looking straight where I can see what they're... Yes, they can see only 1 tile wide for 2 tiles, and then it widens to 2 tiles wide. A lot of repeated words there, but... So if I were to put him here... if I put him here, then he could see here and here, but not here, which means I would have enough wiggle room to steal from him, get through the door, shut the door, and run away. And I would certainly have enough movement points to do that as well with the stem. So I think I will go ahead and take the slightly more aggressive route, having confirmed that it is safe. And this way I get to save the 5 power, and importantly, single use of this Volt Disruptor that it would have taken. You know, it occurs to me, instead of the rewind, I think I could have done something like this as well. Move her into cover, and then ping both of them to look in this room or something, so that they wouldn't... Because there was a spot that was cover, so I could have... I think it was here, right? I had her here, and she had been spotted. If I'd moved her here, she would have been in cover from both of them, and then I could have pinged these guys both into this room to let her escape. That would have been a better play than rewinding, I'm fairly sure. Yes, these agents are all safe. I've hacked everything I need to hack this turn. And I think now is probably a good time to declare the tea time, break time in between 2 parts of this mission. Hopefully, as I often say, hopefully the second half will go more quickly. The first few turns of a mission just take forever because there's so much exploring to do, and you have so many options open to you, and you don't know what to do. Once you've explored the whole facility, things speed up quite a bit, usually. Okay, so that's what is going to happen. This episode is now over. Thank you for your consideration, and I'll see you next time.